Hello, everybody. So, for this lesson, we're going to be introducing the idea of writing narratives. And for the narratives that we're going to start writing, we're going to actually be writing stories about ourselves. So, they're not going to be fiction, they're going to be narratives that are based on actual events, either about you or your family or someone you know, because we're going to be expanding them into memoirs and essays and other things that will help you really explore your writing. So hang on and I'll show you the first step. To begin our narratives, we're going to be writing what are called 6-word memoirs. And that's exactly what it means. You're going to use only 6 and exactly 6 words to introduce a story from your life or your family's life. And the reason we start with 6 words, it teaches you to get to the point and get there quickly. So here are some examples of some 6-word memoirs from my life. I'm not going to give you any explanation as to what they mean. That'll be our next part of our writing piece. So our first one, left New York for Maine, no regrets. Next, Little House in Monson, family home. Then 6 became 4, grief is deep. And on a little happier note, 2 new dogs keeping me hopping. And summers at camp renew my soul. And I'll need to delete that word though. Once you've written your 6-word memoir, you have a place to start. So step 2, you're going to expand your 6-word memoir with bigger ideas. You're going to write a little more, but not a lot. And if you think along the lines of Twitter, where you're allowed 280 characters, that's letters or numbers or spaces, our Twitter introduction is a place where you can expand your ideas, but you're only allowed to use a maximum of 144 words. And with these words, you're going to explore your topic a little more. You're going to start thinking about fleshing out your idea with some detail, with some more specific examples of what you're talking about. You're really trying to paint a picture so that your reader and your audience have a clear idea of what you want to say. So here's my Twitter introduction. I decided to go with my Summers at Camp 6-word memoir, and I've expanded it, and I have not used 144 words. I think at my last count, I was just a little over 100, but it's a good place to stop. So here's the introduction. What is it about water and the woods that make people feel better? I'm not sure, but spending my summers at our camp in Monson is always a remedy for stress and pressures from the real world. Tucked between Lake Hebron and the Appalachian Trail, our camp is a quiet spot at the end of the road. If you go out the back door, you're just a few yards from the Appalachian Trail where hiking awaits you. Go out the front door and off the deck, Lake Hebron is there with its loons, water lilies, and crystal clear water. Summer days filled with swimming, kayaking, and just being lazy make camp life come true. So in this Twitter introduction, I haven't given away the whole story. I have a lot more I could say about the camp, what it looks like, where it is, how many rooms. I mean, I can get into more richer detail in my final narrative, but using this real small approach, 6 words to 144 words, it gives you a chance to really start building your memoir or your narrative one piece at a time. So for this assignment, you're going to find an activity in Google Classroom where you will be asked to write a bunch of 6-word memoirs. Just pump them out, as many as you can think of, that will be 6 words telling about a variety of stories in your life. After you've written your 6-word memoirs, then narrow it down. Choose one that you want to expand. And then as you expand it, you want to keep in mind, you're only allowed to use 144 words, so you want to keep it clear. You want your writing to be crisp. You want to use really clear adjectives and verbs. You don't want to be wishy-washy. You want to get to the point, stay focused on your topic, and your Twitter introduction will be a great way to really start building a final narrative.